welcome back to another Manga Monday video, and it's the first Monday of the month, which means I'm going to share with you my February pickups. And if you're new here, hi, hello, welcome. My name is Zoe, and this is my channel, Mizz Manga, where I talk about all things manga. And this is a pretty casual video where I just go over my haul for February. Alright, I'm just gonna put this clarifying it was a very stressful month, okay? So don't shame me too much, because I bought a lot of manga. Alright, so let's just get on with the manga. First up, we have the last two volumes of Betrayal Knows My Name, and these were on their way to me at the end of January, but they didn't get here until February, and now I have completed this series, which I kind of mentioned briefly in my January haul video. So if you want to hear any more about that, go check that one out. And I also got Zay Volume 1, which I got Volume 2 last month, and this is a smutty yaoi fantasy supernatural series that I really love, and I'm trying so hard to collect, and also talk about that in my January manga haul. So yeah, I won't dwell on it too much. And I got some outstanding orders in from Right Stuf. I got Awkward Silence Volume 2, and now this series is also complete. I'm super excited. I started reading it online, and then I saw it was published, so I picked it up, or I ordered it anyway, and then it was out of stock. A couple volumes were out of stock for a long time, but now I can finally finish reading it. And it's by Hinako Takanaga, which is also the mangaka behind The Tyrant Falls in Love, which I really love, and I'm also struggling to find the published volumes for that series because they're super out of print, some of them, but yeah, I'm really excited for this one. I also got Blue Morning Volume 2, and I'm not sure how I feel about this one, and since I only had the first volume, I wanted to at least get a couple more volumes, but this one, Volume 2, is out of stock, so I couldn't read any further than the series, but I think I have up to Volume 4 now. I don't know. I ordered them a while ago, just like Awkward Silence. All these Sublime titles were out of stock for a while. Also got some Don't Be Cruel. This is a side story. And I got Don't Be Cruel Plus, which is another side story, I think, featuring the main couple. That was a side couple or a different couple. And then I got Don't Be Cruel Volume 6, which was the volume I was missing, so I couldn't keep reading the series, but yeah, they're really cute. I mean, this isn't my favorite yaoi BL series right now so far anyway, but I liked what I read, okay, so I'll probably pick it back up now that I can. And the last outstanding volume I got from Right Stuf was one of the Dawn volume I needed, Volume 7. So now I think I have up to 14. I think that's where I left off. I don't know. It's got a lot of volumes out, and I am just slowly making a dent in it. But it's got one of my favorite boys on the cover. I really like him. I mean, I read this a while ago before it got printed in English. I read some of it online, and I liked it. It didn't, blow me away, but I was enjoying it, and then it just took a while for it to get translated and stuff, and then it got published, so I'm slowly buying these. It'll take a while. But on a happier note, I finally completed a series, Kiss Me at the Stroke of Midnight. So these were the last 3 volumes I needed, Volume 9, Volume 10, and Volume 11. I had grabbed the 12th and final volume for half off at my manga store, used, and so I had that, and I just had this small little gap, and when I went stress shopping 2 weeks ago, I ended up just buying the last 3 volumes I needed, and I'm really happy. I hope to read through this series soon since it's complete. And then while I was there, I also picked out a lot of Royal Tutor. I am slightly obsessed with this series. It's just super fun. Yeah, it's just about a tutor. Sorry, I just remembered something my friend mentioned on Instagram when I said tutor. Thanks for that. Anyway, a guy who's tutoring the 4 princes and see who's going to be the successor. It's just really funny. It makes me laugh. Like every volume pretty much makes me laugh. And it is got a little mystery in the background, which I enjoy. So I got volume 4, volume 5, volume 6. Volume 7 and volume 8. This is complete. I don't remember how many volumes. I'll put it here when I look it up because I can't remember, but it is complete, and I think I'm about halfway or so through it now, through collecting it. And it's one that like I can read as I collect because there's not too much information, so that's fun. So I've read up until volume 7, so I'm on this volume, and it's a nice, enjoyable, relaxing read, like before bed or something. I just like to pick up a volume or 2 and read. And yeah, next up I grabbed the whopping Shaman King Omnibus, the second to last volume. I got a nice little discount code, so I used it to get this one and pre-ordered the last volume. So yeah, I love me some Shaman King. I do totally, at some point, not making a commitment to this year, but I do plan on reading through the whole series. I really loved the anime when it was airing when I was a kid, so I'm excited to read the manga. And so picked up Sick, which is a BL Yaoi title one-shot, and I actually read this one online. I don't remember anything about it. It didn't make like my favorite standouts or anything, you know, but I'm looking forward to rereading it with an official translation. It could be better now that it has that. And with the romance sales, I also picked up In the Clear Moonlit Dusk, Volume 1 and Volume 2, which I think are the only volumes out, or Volume 3 just came out, but yeah. I've heard a lot of good things about this one, and I like that it's not a shoujo, but it is a young teen romance series, so I don't know how I will feel about it. I haven't read it yet. I meant to, I just didn't get around to it yet, but yeah, I hope to soon. Last up with my large pickups of series, I just got a couple. Just a couple of Shikimoris, not a cutie. Oh my god, I can't even hold it all like this and show you because I bought too many of them. So I had already ordered Volume 4 and Volume 5. They hadn't arrived yet. This was super cute arc. I loved the culture fair where they like do track and relay races and stuff. I thought that was a really cute arc. And then I got Volume 6, Volume 7, Volume 8, which is the last volume I read. I read it last night. It was cute as usual. They're so stinking cute. And then I got Volume 9 and Volume 10. Look at them. And Volume 11, which is the last volume that has been released. I think Volume 12 is releasing soon though. I think in March or April, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm looking forward to that. But first I have to catch up. But I'm really excited that I am up to date now on this one. And I also bought this series, Spell of Desire, from a friend, and it's complete at 5 volumes. So I haven't read it yet, but I'm excited. It's supposed to be like a more smutty title, but it's still under shoujo beat, so we'll see what the spice level is. But the art is just really pretty, and I've always just looked at the like covers and been kind of interested. And yeah, it's got a supernatural element to it, which I also enjoy in my stories, supernatural fantasy elements. So yeah, it's just so pretty. On to some more recent pickups. I grabbed Honey Lemon Soda. So this was also another one that I read part of. I don't know what point up to I read online a while back. And when I went to Japan, actually, I saw it in Japanese and I almost bought it, and it looked really popular there. So I was hoping it would eventually make it to the States, and it did. So it's very exciting. This one gives me Kimi ni Todoke vibes. So if you read Kimi ni Todoke, just the shy, awkward, quiet girl who ends up making friends with a more popular guy. He's a bit more like the cool boy, cool, pretty, aloof boy in this series than in Kimi ni Todoke, but you know, same kind of setup, and the art is just super, super, super adorable. So yeah, if you're into high school romances, obviously, like, it's a cute one. So yeah. And then we got the latest volume of The King's Feast, Volume 9, and I actually haven't read it yet. Which I think is so funny because certain times a new release will come and I'm like, I have to read it, and like right away I read it. And then other times I'm like, I have to wait for the right mood. And this is what I feel like with this volume. I really like this series, and I just, yeah, I don't know. Is anyone else like that? I don't know. I also picked up some new Tokyo Pop BL titles, like The Snake Who Loved a Sparrow, and I haven't read this one, but I did read The Flower That Seems to Truly Dance. So this one's a historical, like, set in the 1940s about two guys who knew each other as children, and they had like a kind of falling out or whatever, and then he comes back to Japan and tracks him down. I really was looking forward to this one, and I was disappointed. I kind of felt like it was boring. I don't know, maybe there wasn't enough fluff or angst. Like, it either had to be fluffier or angstier for me, I guess, and it was just kind of down the middle. So, And I also got Candy Color Paradox Volume 6. I actually, like, it's been so long since Volume 5 came out, so I'm like, should I reread this one before reading the 6th volume? I don't know. I haven't decided yet, but they're so cute. I seriously recommend this BL. It is so nice. Like, it is so good. It's about two coworkers, and they work in the like reporter world, and like one's a photographer and one's a writer, and they get teamed up, and they're not like friends at first, but yeah, so good. Enemies to lovers vibes, which of course I'm a sucker for. And then I picked up Zom 100 Volume 9. I had just finally read Volume 7 and 8 before I went to my stress shopping spree at the manga store. So I was like, well, obviously I need to pick up Volume 9. This one was really interesting, and we see a different side of Akira. So yeah, it ended though on kind of a cliffhanger, which it doesn't usually do because it's more episodic-ish. And I'm like, God dang it, now I gotta get 10. When's 10 coming out? But I have to wait. And speaking of 10, I got The Witch and the Beast Volume 10. I haven't read this one yet. It just came like a couple days ago. But oh, this cover is stunning. If you like dark fantasy, I really like this series. It is very windy and interesting, with a lot of fantasy magical elements to it. And yeah, I just really like it. Next up, we have some February pickups, February first volume reads that I talk about in length in a video I just posted Thursday. So if you want to know more about my thoughts on these, then go check that out below. So I got The Princess of Convenient Plot Devices, The Great Cleric, Chojin X, and then my lovely friends for Valentine's Day surprised me, and they got me a manga haul, and two of my favorite reads of February, first volume reads of February, were in that haul, and that was Malevolent Spirits Mononogatari. I never pronounce the second no in my video, so I apologize. And Dinosaur Sanctuary. Ah, this one was so good. And then they also got me The Holy Grail of Eris. I didn't include volume 1 in my favorite volume 1 reads because I wasn't super sold on volume 1. It definitely took until volume 2, which luckily they also got for me. They're so sweet. And this one was just like everything was just starting to like build up in this one, and now everything's on the move and it's great. It's about navigating high society and like this kind of Victorian era vibe, and at the heart of it there is this girl who, in the midst of a very tumultuous event, is helped out by a ghost of a woman who was set up and consequently was killed because of being set up. So now the ghost, Scarlet, who was wronged in her life and wants revenge, says she owes her one, and they kind of have to team up. So I don't know, it's a really like interesting premise, and it definitely got really good by volume 2. So good I had to go buy volume 3 because it came out this month. So I went to the manga store and got volume 3. It was, yeah, I liked volume 3 too. I'm so excited. I can't wait for volume 4. And that's not the only books they got me. They got me some more. They're so sweet. They got me Colorless, which I'd been really interested in. It's a like sci-fi dystopian type of world. It's interesting. They got me volume 1 and 2, so I got a good little look into the series, and I definitely think I'll continue it. It's different, and yeah, if you like sci-fi action mystery dystopian series with cool art, then yeah, this one might interest you too. And they also got me Marmalade Boy Collector's Edition. So I own all of the Marmalade Boy Tokyo Pop editions. So I didn't want to buy this one for myself, but I also really wanted to get it. So I'm super excited. This one is such a cheesy shoujo about a boy and a girl whose parents end up habitating together, and just in a really weird way they kind of like swap partners and force their 2 children to then live in this shared household. And she especially is very like unhappy with this arrangement, and yeah, so it just goes from there. And it's very much a like classic shoujo vibes, older title, but I really enjoyed it. So I'm happy to have the pretty collector's edition. It has colored pages, which are really nice, and colored like artworks in between the chapters, which is cool. Like so yeah, it's a pretty nice edition, so I'm happy they got that for me. Then a very surprising, we'll say, unexpected volume they got for me. I don't even know if YouTube's gonna like allow me to show this, or if it's too graphic. Is Asumi-chan is interested in lesbian brothels. Just gonna turn it sideways, so maybe YouTube will allow this. I don't know. I guess my friend saw this as a kind of joke gift and he just thought it would be funny to add in there. And I read it and I actually kind of enjoyed it, surprisingly. Like, was it an amazing read? No. But it was a little bit of spice and a little bit cute, and I'll probably get the second volume, or they'll gift it to me for my birthday or something coming up. I don't know. But it looks like it's complete at 3, so just a nice smutty little Yuri title. It's gonna go away now. But thanks, guys! And then lastly, they got me my special one, which I already talked about in a video talking about volume 1 romance reads that I read in February. So that'll be linked below too if you want to hear more about this one. And I also talk about my secret affection. I got it wrong twice. Literally can't say this title correctly. But anyway, I talk about this in that video as well. And A Condition Called Love. Those 3 were ones I read for a little video. So yeah, if you want to hear my thoughts on those, check that out. Back to some more new pickups. I got A Home Far Away, which is another BL title. I haven't read yet, but I'm excited too. The art looks really pretty. And Tokyo Revengers, the latest volume 7 and 8 that came out, which is the start of one of my favorite arcs of the series. So super awesome. And also got Versailles of the Dead volume 3 that finally released. I mean, I have had volume 1 and 2 for forever, and then volume 3 was supposed to release in October, and then it got pushed to February. I think that's when it came out. Yeah, I don't know, but I got it in really late February, like on February 28th I got it. So finally have it. I just probably will reread the series at this point, but it's a really interesting historical fiction take on like that French Revolution time, and just mixing in some zombies. So yeah, it's a fun read. I also picked up Barbarites. I have no idea how one says this title. But yeah, this is like a historical fiction-y BL. So I'm really interested to check this out, see what I think. I like different BL, like, you know, this one's set in like Renaissance Europe era, which is fun and different, you know, spices things up. And of course the smutty moments spice things up too. And I got Sodus volume 1. So this is also a Thai BL, which I watched, and it's got a very enemies to lovers vibe, so I'm excited for the manga. I wasn't blown away by the Thai BL, like it wasn't one of my favorites, but I also think that like it was an older BL and I had already watched a good chunk before watching that one, so could have colored my opinions since it was like one of the first like Thai BL to become really popular and be spurred on other series to get made. So yeah, it's an originator, and so we love it. And I also picked up Happy of the End volume 1, which I also haven't read, but I think it's completed at 2 volumes, and I pre-ordered volume 2, so I'm probably gonna wait and read them together because I like to do that if I can. Some pickups that I did read, I read Villains Are Destined to Die volume 2. Oh my god, I love this series so much. First of all, the art, so pretty, so pretty. And I love the story. You know I'm a sucker for a reincarnated villainous story, so I'm gonna still love it. Yeah, volume 2 is great, and I just can't wait till volume 3 now. Ugh. I also got Mizz Manga Would Love to Get Closer to You volume 3. Ugh, it's just so sweet and fluffy. Like, this one just makes me smile from ear to ear. It's kind of like Shikamori. It's not just a cutie. Like, I always find myself just like, oh, I'm smiling like a doofus while I'm reading this. Like, I catch myself. But so cute. And I got the latest volume of Sasaki and Miyano volume my voice Miyano Sasaki and Miyano volume 7. Look at the little sweethearts, so cute, such a cute soft fluffy BL, totally recommend. And I got volume 3 of The Most Heretical Last Boss Queen. So apparently the mangaka is on permanent hiatus slash the series is canceled. So this is the last volume unless somebody else takes over and picks it up, which I'm really sad about because I was loving this one. I do know it is being released as a light novel as well, so I might pick the light novel up because I really like the characters a lot. It's, another reincarnated villainous story, but I don't know. Some of them just hit where I really, really like them, and the other ones are just, yeah, that was enjoyable. This one I really, really liked, so. And my last 2 pickups were Tokyo Aliens Volume 2, which I just read volume 1 and 2, kind of a reread slash read because I read some of it online. I definitely left off on a cliffhanger, so yeah, I feel like shonen vibes. Aliens are among us, but they can look like humans, and this mysterious kid might just hold secrets to a past event and secrets to the aliens themselves, mysteries and aliens and action if you like any of that, and beautiful art, by the way. Oh, stunning art. I love this guy's gorgeous. I forget his name, but he's gorgeous. So yeah, if you like any of that. And then I got Megumi and Tsugumi. So I actually already read up until at least volume 3 online, so I'm very excited to have the physical copy. This one is an Omegaverse BL yaoi, so be aware of that. If you don't know what it is, Google it. I'm not telling you. Nope, not. But yeah, this one isn't my favorite, but I liked it enough to buy the Japanese copy of the first volume at least. It's a good smutty and spicy. It starts a bit on the gray area side of things with consent, so be warned about that, but it very quickly becomes more fluffy and wholesome, and yeah, it's an Omegaverse I can get behind, so yeah. I love how we ended on this note. It's a great note to end things on. Future editing Zoe here, just popping in because I stupidly forgot a couple manga pickups, so I'm just gonna quickly share them here. I got the 3rd volume of Monologue Woven for You, which is the 3rd and final volume of this short 3-volume Yuri series. And I also got the rest of the volumes I needed for Black Torch. I got volumes 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I really am excited to read this short shonen series. I love a good short series, and I love a good shonen, so my hopes are high that this will check the boxes. Yeah, back to the past, I guess. So yeah, that completes my February manga haul. I stress bought a lot of manga. I stress pre-ordered a lot of manga, so we'll see about my March haul. Oh my god, February has been a month, but yeah, I hope your February was better, and if not, let's hope our March is better. And on that note, thank you so much for watching. Like the video if you liked the video. Subscribe if you haven't. I would appreciate it. And join the manga family. And yeah, I will see you later. Bye!